champion from the North Quadrant.
The announcer is actually talking about a fighter not named Goku advancing to the semifinals, so we start this movie with one big dumbass dub edit.
We have Goku, the former champion from the North Quadrant.
Goku was never the champion of the Ano Yoichi Budokai. His finals match with Paikuhan ended in a draw. Is Funimation not paying attention to the very series they're dubbing? Nigga-lips.
Smooth, Goku! The former champion is advanced to the final round!
He was never the champion of this goddamn tournament! South Kaio's lips are miscolored white. This movie acknowledging the Ano Yoichi Budokai automatically makes it so non-canon it hurts.
As the final for the Otherworld tournament gets underway.
Narration: Dragon Ball Z's opening.
What's that annoying noise?
I don't know, sir, but I'll have someone find out.
Hey, King Yima can hear that all the way upstairs. You can keep it on, just turn it down.
Yes!
Everything regarding King Enma hearing Saikoni's music is a dub edit. Enma doesn't hear it at all, and one of the workers simply caught Saikoni slacking off on the job, and he never tells Saik that he can still listen to music while he works. You had one job. One fucking job! Janemba's a Pokemon.
When the check-in station shuts down, there will be no barrier between dimensions. The heavens will no longer be protected, and the gates of hell will be wide open.
You'd think Enma would employ more capable workers to work with the spirit laundering machine if a meltdown caused by one neglectful fuckwad results in the laws of the universe getting fucked in the ass.
No! A ghost! Grandpa's ghost! Have you come back to tell us something?
Quality voice actress, ladies and gentlemen.
Juliana! Oh, is it really you?
Michael?
Michael? His name is Romeo. Their names are Romeo and Giuliano, a reference to Romeo and Juliet. The dub gets her name right, but changes his because reasons.
But first, will someone kindly remove the wooden stake from my heart?
Funimation, does that steak look wooden to you? I can buy the spirits of everyone returning to their bodies due to Janemba's influence, but I can't buy these dead people having access to all the shit they had before they died. Where did these horses and tanks come from? Zombie Hitler. Are you gonna do them out?
I'll help you, Chi-Chi.
I wouldn't think of it, Videl. You're a guest here. Guests don't do dishes.
You were saying?
What's going on?
You'll have to see it for yourself. It's crazy.
Can you come?
God damn it, Funimation. The man is directly telling her the living dead is causing a panic. He also tells her to contact the Great Saiyaman.
We were right to call the fight off. This guy could destroy the whole universe.
So can everyone by this point.
Other breaking news. Water. Wet.
Hey, if you don't mind, I think I'd better handle this one myself.
I know you. You're being selfish. You just want to have all the fun.
Goku is such a fuckboy buckethead. He's always hogging all the fun and burying the competition. More and more Janemba clones keep piling on top, but the pile doesn't get any taller. This scene does not contain a panty shot. Some zombies look like your typical zombies, yet others look perfectly normal. What makes the difference?
Teach this son of a Saiyan a lesson, then!
Among this group of villains, there are members of the Tullus Crusher Corps, members of Kula's Armored Squadron, members of Dr. Cochin's Bio Warriors, members of Slug's Mazoku, members of Garlic Jr.'s Mazoku, Paragus, and members of the Galaxy Soldiers, including Bojack himself. Why would anyone who isn't part of the Frieza Force obey Frieza's orders? It especially makes no sense for Kula's Armored Squadron to obey him, and makes even less sense for anyone stronger than Frieza, such as any member of the Galaxy Soldiers, including their boss, to obey him. Kula and Slug don't appear in this movie despite appearing on this movie's poster.
I don't believe it. Finally, an adversary that I can really beat.
This dub edit is disingenuous. Mr. Satan is a skilled martial artist. He can beat people, or else he would never have won a Tenkaichi Budokai.
Go ahead, Bulma. You do the honors.
No, Gohan, you do it. You're the only one who should call him.
God damn it, Funimation. Why would Gohan be the only one who can call Shenlong? Anyone can call him. Stop with all these stupid dub edits. This movie has the most visually stunning Shenlong summoning ever. Sen removed. This scene does not contain a panty shot.
Don't you people have any more wishes?
These people are dicks to Shenlong.
Not even my super energy bomb has an effect!
Why don't you try doing a stronger move like your Thunder Flash attack instead of throwing punk-ass ki blasts that didn't work before and won't work now? Paikuhan, unfortunately, has nigga lips.
You gotta be joking. You can take my blast but not my harsh words. Could such a phenomenon even be possible?
No, it isn't. That makes no fucking sense.
Dirty barrier, you smell like a trash heap! Yeah, that's right!
This is some weak shade he's throwing at the barrier. In the Japanese version, he says better insults. Funimation removed Goku's internal monologue about Janemba being strong. However, it's actually a good thing in this case. Show, don't tell. Just show us Janemba's strength. Don't tell us about it, especially not when we can already fucking see it. This sin is courtesy of the Japanese version.
And Goku's a hurricane!
Okay, mad respect for Sean Schemmel for screaming at the top of his lungs for 48 seconds straight. When Masako Nozawa does it, there are moments where she stops, but Sean kept going at it like a champ. For screaming for 48 seconds, guess how many sins I'm removing? That's right. Besides the voice acting, the visuals of his transformation are spectacular. This is one of the best transformation sequences in the entire franchise. And they say Dragon Ball Super Broly is the best looking Dragon Ball movie. Bull fucking shit. Another sin removed.
You should be proud of yourself. Only Majin Buu has pushed me this far in battle before.
Where is Majin Buu right now? This doesn't take place after the Buu arc because both Goku and Vegeta are alive by the end of it, but here they're dead. There's no way this could have happened at any point before or during the Buu arc either. Stop continuing to prove my point on how this movie is so non-canon it hurts. Pause it right as Goku goes up in the air to blast Janemba. There's a frame showing Gogeta kicking transformed Janemba before they're even introduced in the movie. This doesn't happen until way later, so how did that image get in here? Toei got caught slipping. Okay, Zombie Hitler makes me question a lot of things about Dragon Ball's Earth. Are there Jews? Does Judaism exist? Does Jerusalem exist? Does Poland exist? Does Auschwitz exist? Was there a World War II? If Nazis existed, do they have neo-Nazis now? Do other racist factions like the Ku Klux Klan exist? Hey, I see crosses. Does Christianity exist? Dragon Ball's Earth is supposed to be far removed from the real world Earth, but there are things that screw that up a bit, and the manga is guilty of that too when Murasaki was holding an American flag. This movie has a thick, outlined, cartoonish look to it whenever scenes with the zombies are shown. While it's a weird style choice, it does give this movie its own identity and is in line with the lighthearted tone of those scenes. Sin removed. Remember this shot because it'll be important later.
No. Blonde hair, blue eyes, super strength. I should be recruiting them.
That dub edit was on point and was much better than what he said in the Japanese version. What he said there made no sense with him seeing them transform, so who's dyeing their hair? Funimation did a good again. Sin removed. This movie has very good fight choreography. Another sin removed. Okay, the animation of Janemba deconstructing himself is fucking amazing. This is all hand-drawn. There's not an ounce of CGI to be seen. Also, the art direction is fantastic. And they say Dragon Ball Super Broly is the best looking Dragon Ball movie. Anyone who says that has never seen this movie. Yet another sin removed. Vegeta saving Goku because no one else is allowed to defeat him cliché.
Separately. Surely you're not suggesting...
It's the only way. We have to do fusion, Vegeta.
How does Vegeta even know fusion is a thing? He died from his failed attempt to kill Majin Buu before Goku even first mentioned it. Also, in Japan, this movie is called Rebirth of Fusion, Goku and Vegeta. But Fusion was never dead in the first place to need to be reborn by this point. This movie was released before Vegeta was introduced in the anime.
Look, let's just forget about fusion, alright? It's been a while since we've seen each other. There's no sense in fighting the whole time.
This dub edit is dumb as fuck. Considering the time span of Vegeta's death before he's revived, it's only been 2 days at most since you last saw Vegeta. And Vegeta, fuck off with this Saiyan pride bullshit. That's the default excuse for whenever you and Goku do something stupid since the Cell arc onwards. Saiyan pride didn't keep you from allying yourself with Krillin and Gohan against the Ginyu Force. We already know you're going to fuse with Goku, so stop wasting everyone's time.
It's kind of like a cross between traditional fighting stance and water ballet, except without the water.
Ballet?
Now, think of two rivers flowing toward one another that become narrower and narrower the closer they get to each other. Shun! Note the opposing position of knee and arms. Ha! The two rivers converge at two single points. The points give way under the pressure, and the rivers flood into each other and become one.
All these lines about water ballet and two rivers merging are all dub edits, and not good ones. In the Japanese version, he's giving Vegeta a detailed step-by-step explanation on how to do the fusion dance and is emphasizing how important the angles of the poses are. Funimation, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Where the hell do these zombie Nazis keep getting these tanks from? In the Japanese version, there's a line about how they just keep coming, though I can understand why the zombies themselves would keep coming, but the tanks shouldn't keep coming with them, or at all in the first place.
It always takes a crisis for you four to be nice to each other.
That actually has nothing to do with what Daikaio actually says. For fuck's sake, Funimation. Veku survives this. Yo fat stank ass. Who farted? Who sharded? Who ass spread or parted? How the fuck is Veku not dead yet? Veku's ass. Veku's pants can apparently regenerate. Reused animation from 16 minutes earlier in the movie, and that was before they went Super Saiyan. This reused shot of them shows them in their base forms after going Super Saiyan earlier. That's just lazy. Convenient defusion is convenient. For 30 minutes straight, Veku managed to avoid a monster capable of warping reality and teleporting through space. Guess how many sins it's getting for this? That's right.
Vegeta's hand wasn't in the proper position!
Oh, so it wasn't the technique, it was the execution.
Sean Schimmel is talking to himself.
Let's give it one more shot while we still can.
Fine.
Fusion!
Hold it. You're forgetting an important rule of fusion. After the 30-minute fusion wears off, you have to wait 1 hour until you can fuse again. So this shouldn't work, but it does because plot has to progress. For ignoring the 1 hour rule, guess how many sins they're getting for this? That's right. How convenient Gogeta is able to use a technique that specifically targets evil energy, so Psych-Oni can return to normal instead of being killed. As cool as the Soul Punisher is, it's an asspull. And before anyone tells me the line that Janemba's bad energy will be his undoing, that's a dub edit. Zombie Hitler is wearing his hat despite losing it earlier in the movie.
We saw something really strange back in the city, isn't that right, Trunks? Yeah!
What did you see?
Don't worry, we'll never tell.
Come on now, guys, what did you see? Hey, that's not fair! What were you doing, spying on us?
Goten and Trunks are referring to knowing their father's fuse to put an end to the undead invasion, but are refusing to share that info with Gohan and Videl. This dub edit about them spying on Gohan and Videl kissing makes no sense. While fighting off the zombies, when would Gohan and Videl stop to kiss, and why would they do that? It's not something we see in the movie. Why do I even watch the dub anymore?
Is somebody going to make a wish or what?
Why is Shenlong still here? Random animation from Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. This song kicks all the ass. Sin removed. God damn it, Funimation, New York does not exist in the Dragon Ball universe.
Get out of the road, you bow-legged bum!
Funimation refers to Janemba's fat form as Janempa, but both forms are simply named Janemba in the Japanese version. Stop fucking with the names, Funimation.
What a fiasco! His butt's even bigger than mine!
You there, are you out of your mind? Turn that down! I said turn that down!
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me! Fuck you, I won't do what you...
Darn you, you stupid stinking barrier!
You gotta be joking. You can take my blast, but not my harsh words. Could such a phenomenon even be possible?
That does not make sense!
Mamma mia!
You! What are you looking at? You want some of this?
My friends, it has often been said that I like war. My friends, I like war. No? Friends, I love war. I love holocausts. I love blitzkriegs. I love defensive lines. I love sieges, charges. I love mop-up operations and retreats. Wars across prairies, in streets, in trenches, in grasslands, in frozen tundras, through deserts, on the sea, in the air. I love every act of war that can occur upon this earth. I love blasting the enemy to smithereens with artillery salvos that thunder across the lines of battle. My heart leaps with joy whenever a soldier is tossed high into the air and cut to pieces by well-placed sniper rounds. And there is nothing like a tank operator using a Tiger Arc to destroy enemy tanks. And the feeling that comes when a soldier runs screaming from his blazing tank, only to be mowed down by heavy machine gun fire, is such an exquisite feeling. Like when ranks of infantry brandish their bayonets rushing into the enemy line. It moves me deep within my heart to watch a fresh recruit stabbing over and over into the bloated chest of a long dead enemy.